Start the recording, out of breath, make YouTube wonder why. Like people watch these on YouTube. Lamau.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Pass 100 meters on this dick. Make food for you. Food. Watch them on Daily Motion. Not even following on Pornhub? Like, come on. Okay. So, I got the goop. So all we should need to beat the game is I need to turn off the big spooky alien gun and build the rocket ship. Wherever that is, where is it on the list? Someone's spotting some poor animals not in the water. Alright, hold on. Only works on certain groups. I was frozen today. Oh, there it is. That's gonna be yucky to do, but oh well. Oh, I need food and water in-game. Got a little eyeball creature in the base now. Okay. So are y'all excited for the... Oh, it's trying to eat the eye fish! Lamau. Stupid. There's a window there. Are you all excited to figure out the surprise I teased yesterday? And I said may not be ready for today, but it turns out it was ready today, because that's what I spent a lot of my day doing. Yeah, your girl may have gotten the Resident Evil randomizers working for 1, 2, and 3. And so if people want to see that tonight after this, we can do some of that. For some real nonsense. Or we could do 13, and maybe I'll put just the RE4 remake on the poll. I don't know. I'm excited for it. No. 13 wasn't too bad. I was having fun with it yesterday. I'll kick it. Am I close to the island? Not exactly. Aim a little bit more that way. Should have just turned off the gun last time we did this, but no. But, yeah. And if we do that, I hope everyone's ready for me to be very bad at it, because I've never played the original Resident Evil 2. Lamau. We still going the right way? I know I've just been holding forward, but let's course correct a little bit. I'm Vincent? Oh, speaking of, just to mention it before I forget about it again, if we end up playing it, I'll probably say it then too, but... So, if you know how Resident Evil 2 starts, like, almost immediately you go into Kendo's gun shop, and then he gets, like, swarmed by zombies and eaten. On one of my little test things to make sure everything was working, he got replaced by Ada from the RE2 remake, and as she was being swarmed by the zombies and, like, tackled to the ground to be eaten, the voice line she happened to pick was, "Where's Leon when you need him?" and then she died. And it was pretty depressing, and I just wanted to share that. I know, I'm sorry, Trin. I'm bad about not spoiling things. Which, by the way, if you don't want spoilers for Subnautica, don't look at the screen right now. This is kind of spoilery. Which, by the way, so right, I did, obviously I wanted to do those randomizers because Ray did them a while ago. And in RE2, he mentions that he's computer illiterate, so if you're not him, you can probably set it up faster. No, those were just kind of a pain in the ass to set up. I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't have been able to do it if the speedrunning community didn't use one of the patches, and so they had guides on how to set it up. Otherwise, I would not have been able to figure it out. I've got a fucking bachelor's degree in computers, so I like to think I'm somewhat computer literate. But, yeah, shout out to the speedrunning community. Otherwise, I would not have that set up. I have a degree in dicks. And you're signing up for some extra study time. We're all idiots, yes. Twitch staff also think they're computer literate, also true. But yeah, there just weren't, like, any good guides out until I happened to see the speedrunner guide, so, like, it's... And once you figure out what you're supposed to do, not that hard to get it set up, but at the same time, the setup essentially involves grabbing one random folder out of, like, 5 from the game, and then deleting the executable and replacing it with that one random folder. Was not great. Oh, the ship's unexploded again. Any type of staff online should be looked down upon by society. Probably. Just put that back in real fast. Okay, so barring some crowd control fun, I should just have to build the ship and leave. But if you look at crowd control, there is... Ooh, that was a good one. Thank you. There should be an option to turn the gun back on that is very expensive. And if you do that, I do have to walk all the way back over here and get stabbed by the machine again to turn that off again. I think it's like 1,500 coins, though, because that's just the default for some reason. So, like, you know. It's not exactly cheap. But until then, why would you tell us this? I like to play with an even playing field. You know what's gonna happen. It is. But it's also not the biggest deal in the world, because I don't think I have to do anything else. I think I just have to come back here and get stabbed by the machine again. I hate this way more than that. This is just my life for the next minute. Oh, and... Oh, God. Alright. And random mouse sensitivity. It is so sensitive right now. I cannot understate the tiny micro movements I'm having to do to not go insane. Okay. That was startling. It was suddenly very dark and I didn't like it. And vision back to normal in 3, 2, 1. I timed that well. Proud of myself. Oh, I have been filled. I hope I'm going the right way. Oh. Oh, that was actually a not great time to do that. I'm frozen. Ah, I got distracted by a random fish. Oh, you inverted me. Suddenly a much more dangerous drive back. Okay. I should still be heading in the right direction. I am. On this shit show of a game. Fair. Enjoy the lurk. Hopefully the game making goes well. Oh. I thought that something changed, so I thought my controls weren't reversed anymore. I've been zoomed again. Gotta go around the evil electric eel. I don't think that one fish really should have done that much damage, but okay, game. You filled my inventory up and I didn't get a single bit of lead or titanium ingot. I feel like that's kind of unlucky. I hate this random FOV thing so much. Alright, what all do I have? I have several things that aren't supposed to be in the game, a bunch of uranium. Why does this only ever give me one kind of poster? Can I not have any other kind of poster, please? So many things are happening. Okay. Just try and put everything I was given away. And then out here, and we'll make some lube. Because I bet I'll need that. Okay, I need a computer chip, titanium ingot, and lead. I have literally no titanium, so that's not a good start. So that is where we'll have to start, because we're gonna need a whole lot of that bullshit. First, seeing all those teams is intimidating. Yeah, and you aren't even the one playing. Howdy who, Aaron. Hope your day's going well. All kinds of people popping in today as well. You love to see it. Whole bunch of peeps. The suit. And I can drill up. People keep unexploding the ship. It hadn't exploded again yet. Alright, I'm also going to be entirely honest. I don't know if I need to fix the Aurora's reactor as well to leave or not. that may also end up being something we need to do beforehand. Alright, the big gun is back on. I will have to go back and change that. That is a much more dangerous thing I'll have to fix. I don't know if it'll let me try and leave all the big guns on or not. It would be kind of funny if I did, because then I'd just get shot. I think I was low on gold. I really should have double-checked what all I did or did not have. Let's just grab like 6 of these. I think titanium can be found in here. God, I hope it can. More gold. I know it can in the Ghost River. Oh, that's lead. I think I was also low on lead. Let's just grab a bunch of that. Yeah, this is, unfortunately, this is gonna be a good amount of the Subnautica today. It's just gonna be me drilling resources to make this spaceship, but, you know. But I want to have this beat so that I can say we did it. And then, like, you know, maybe if we do this in the future, then I don't have to bother, like, fully beating it. We can just be like, alright, I got the thing. We can skip the boring grind at the end to make the spaceship. You shouldn't be mad at me. I'm not diseased. Leave me alone. Yeah, I am not seeing any titanium here, so I don't think it spawns in this biome. Oh, hey, it's our first little time capsule, though. What we got in here? Hold on. Leave me alone, spider. Bob doesn't play well with others. Company will down at one of my lower base locations, but despite all my efforts to tame him, none have been successful, so if you encounter such a creature and feel the urge to give them a pat or a hug in your loneliness within the depths, I'd advise using these tools provided first, that is, if you want to keep all your fingers. Oh, and they gave me a stasis rifle. How kind of them. I don't know. I still don't know how many of those are real people or not. Because, like, when you beat the game, as we will hopefully see, you know, not too long from now, you have to make a time capsule to jettison off your ship when you leave. So I assume that at least sometimes those are real people giving them. But I don't know if they all are. Or what. I also want to point out that due to my poor decision making, we have exactly 0 of the resource I left the base to grab. If anyone is keeping track. Don't. I'll kick your ass, Seabass. Don't you dare bring it on. I'm full of junk again. Don't. Bad. Stop it. That's what I thought. They really aren't lying when they say junk. Gonna have to drop a lot of that. Let's get away from the giant sea snake, though. You know, can't get away from the one. Okay, I thought there were 2 for a second. I was confused. It stopped me in my tracks from my stupid "I have one in my pants" joke. I swear there's, like, ore deposits around here somewhere. May have wasted my time a little coming down here. Oh, I apparently had alien cubes in the suit still. I know titanium can be around here. Alright. If y'all see a little rocky outcrop like that, that's kind of like circular-ish in its bits, let me know. Drilling, drilling, drilling. Just gotta keep on drilling. Alright, so this should give me enough for one of the ingots. I have the strangest feeling I'm gonna need even more for the other parts of the ship. This isn't even for the actual rocket. This is for the stupid platform the rocket's gonna be standing on. Don't you click at me. I know the predator ain't here. Oh, I've been inverted again. Which also changes my jump button. Look, it's Jim or Bob or whoever the fuck. Yeah, that's what I thought. God help me. Don't. I'm having enough problems right now, Mr. Crab Squid. I just want titanium. Oh, look at how messed up the numbers become in the top right when when this happens. Oh, and in the bottom right, I guess. It just fucks up all the text. Except for the top left. For blank added in storage. How much more storage do we have? Not a lot. Okay.
Welcome aboard.
Damn right, Captain. It is so disorienting being zoomed in and out like that. Kind of wanted to grapple onto the squid. Alright, now we just gotta climb out of this damn hole and get back to base. At least make some of what we need. Don't you growl at me. You aren't supposed to be angry at me. I'm not diseased, damn it. This isn't your average everyday darkness. This is advanced darkness. Does make it kind of hard to see where I'm going and whether I'm under one of the underhangs I'm trying to avoid or not. So if I could see again, that would just be fantastic. Like, I think I'm under one right now. Yes. Oh, that is so much brighter. That hasn't really affected much of the game, but, boy. Down here, it sure do. Oh, Aaron apparently plopped down a beacon that I didn't notice. Lamau. Get me out! Oh, like right now, I'm under an overhang. So I need to go back out this way a bit. That's the one that usually gets me, I think. God, there's already been over 2,000 coins spent. Y'all crazy tonight. I feel like most of my crowd control sessions tend to end with about half that. Say in the last 3 years? I mean, yeah, but tonight specifically. People may have been off work today. You know, that's a good point. That does probably change some things. I had plenty of lead, it seems. I was low on gold, so I'm glad I grabbed some of that. Oops, not you. I have, like, no lithium, which could end up being annoying. Give me all of this. That's not all of it. Oops. Well, that's happening. You. Fuck. That. Anything else I can actually use? I don't know why it considers diamond and uranium trash that it pops up so often like this, but... not quite enough room in there. I'll take that. What else do I have in there that's useful? I had polyaniline, and rubber. Okay. Give me this. I'll take the message.
This is Life Pod 7. Coordinates attached. Pod is structurally sound, but the fabricator's bust. Requesting assistance. 7 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate.
I think I've been there. I think that's like a super easy one. Or that's the Markiplier doll one. One of the two. I'm a little sad that that doesn't seem to be something that can just pop up. Oh, do I actually have to construct it? I thought it was just something I made from there. Oops. Back down we go. So I should probably swap some of these batteries out. Got one tail? I don't know. I felt like I had noticed that as well, that for some reason it's rare. Maybe because it has a kind of unique property, and they were like, we want this to be rare. But I don't know if that property is really that great. Where? Oh, I need to make it at the mobile vehicle bay. That's what it is. Alright, hold on. Alright. Step 1. Make the launch pad. Complete. Very fair title. Gotta have someone who knows how to use it. Now, I don't remember, do I make everything else on this? Is there like a computer or something? Yes. Plasteel ingot, copper wire, and lube. Alright, plasteel and copper wire. Neither of those are that difficult, but the plasteel is going to eat up probably the rest of my titanium and maybe my lithium. So we might have to go get more of that already. Go figure. I said this would probably require multiple grindings of titanium. Yeah, this has already taken like half an hour. I'm glad I didn't try to squeeze this in on the last stream of this. I'm hoping to have this done by an hour-ish. But, you know, we'll see. Fuck, I also need to go get the alien battery recipe as well. God damn it, I forgot about that. That's gonna be a whole thing. I'll wait till we need to get more titanium and then try and get it then. God, that's in the fucking... Alright. That's in the thermal area. And I don't remember what warp thing leads to it. Definitely worth just trying them all and finding out. I think at the weapon platform. I think my plan was to grab it when I went to go turn off the weapon. But, anyway, we'll wait on that. Alright, plasteel ingot, lube, and copper wire. See? I mean, I was gonna jokingly just make a whole bunch of lube just because, heh, but I did really think that I would need a bunch for this. I think I need 3 lithium for the plasteel ingot. Or is that the, oh, that's the reinforcement. Okay, good. Oh, copper wire. I wish I could see what the other ingredients were ahead of time, but, you know, that's fine. Whatever. Or if there was, like, a regular fabricator up here. Just haul a bunch of supplies up and down. Okay, we still haven't started, you know, constructing the actual rocket ship, but there's the gantries to get into it. Alright. 3 nickel ore, another plasteel ingot, aerogel, and a wiring kit. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, I can do the aerogel. I might have the nickel. I should have the wiring kit, hopefully. If I had 4 more titanium, I could get the titanium for the other plasteel ingot. Well, if I need any more aerogel after this, I'm also gonna have to go round up some rubies. Okay. No, don't try and grow something. That right there is my smallest fan. You know what's also a shame? I need one of these alien tablets to get into the section for the Oh, it's gel sac for the ruby, not the blood oil. Whoops. But I need one of those tablets to get into the room with the recipe I need, and I don't remember what kind of tablet that was. That may prove a touch difficile. Alright. Okay, here's the plan. I'm gonna put these in there. We're gonna save, because we've made progress. And we're gonna go scrounge up some lithium and more titanium. In fact, if I just really quick click out of the game and I Google search Subnautica titanium, hopefully I will have the biomes where the large deposits spawn. To maybe speed this process up a little bit. But I know lithium's over here, and it looks like it is in the inactive lava zone, which is down where the thing is. The moment I leave the base, huh? I need to head more this way towards Yoki Kasar's death area. It's funny. Sure. Alright, so we just need one of those nice big lithium deposits. One will hopefully do. And it's gonna be a rock that's kind of octagonal. Oh, God. There's some. Titanium's also found in the dunes. We're right by there. We could go out there to the dunes, Lamau. I would not like to go to the dunes, personally. If I could get through this game without having to kill a Reaper Leviathan, why, that would just be dandy to me. Really quick, I want to look something else up before I waste too much time. I'm looking up where the warp zones to the thermal plant were. Oh, I need the tablet before I go there. I'm being dumb. But I do know for the future my own plans. You know what? For the memes, let's go to the dunes. It is right here. Alright, that's there, so I should just have to go this way. Who knows? Maybe we won't run into a Reaper, right? Haha, smile. Let's make sure we have the stasis rifle ready. And here they are. The dunes. At least the outskirts of it. God, it's... I hate it. It's just so open. I feel so vulnerable. I don't hear any Reaper noises, though. Not even, like, a far-off one. Well, that warper's annoying. Hey, don't mind me for a second, buddy. That scared me just because it popped out of nowhere, and I was like, oh god, are the monsters here not loading in?
Whatever you're doing,
Am I actually by a Reaper and don't know it? Look at all this titanium, though. This is very weird because I don't even hear one off in the distance, which is shocking to me. A little sand sharks bumped me there. Oh. That actually also startled me. Bunch of silver out here, too. Good to know. Well, this has gone absolutely shockingly well. Wish I could see my vehicle storage, but I got plenty more room. It keeps pushing my fucking prawn suit further away. I'm so paranoid right here. I should be able to take a Reaper in a fight, but that doesn't mean it'll be, you know, easy or anything. There's one that way somewhere. There. I saw it. I think it's close enough that its random wanderings will probably bring it within aggro range. Maybe. It's right there. I know usually the capture's a little darker than what I see, but hopefully you could see it there. Oh. Was it close enough that that got rid of it, I wonder? It clearly didn't get rid of these sharks, if I'm being honest. I think because it was in the sand at the time. I don't hear it anymore. I think it did kill it. My inventory was full. Good try. I appreciate it, though. Oh, you gave me a gel sack. Did one of you guys do that when I was getting close to here and I just didn't notice? Because it's still shocking that I had to go, like, this deep in before we got close to anyone. Again, the fact I didn't even hear it till now is crazy. Wow, I did not realize I went that far in right there. Lamau. I've had them be literally at, like, this little border cliff thing. And I had to, like, hide in the mushrooms. How interesting. I've been disconnected. And my stream is dead. Well, I seem to have internet still. Let me pull up chat on my phone. Oh, there we go. Huh. Hey, OBS. What the fuck? That was weird. I also seem to have just still had chat working, even though that's literally in the OBS window. Very cool. I don't think we lost a lot of progress. I was just right here rambling that I've had reapers literally along this little cliff here with the mushrooms and had just hide in there. But is crowd control still working, or do I need to like reset that to fix it up a little? Oh, I can hear a Reaper right here. I guess that's just a safe spot to go in there, Lamau. Free coin cooldown left off. Okay. Oh, something was spawned in. I can't tell what. Oh, God. This is, I think, the most zoomed in it's been so far. This is actually unplayable right here. I need to wait that one out. That one's too bad. This was also why I didn't want to fight any of those Reapers. So I didn't want something like this happening in the middle of it. I think I maybe need to make that one a little more expensive on crowd control. I'm just trying to look and find the red beacon right now. There we go. I actually would... If anyone who ever does any crowd control stuff for this game is listening to me right now, maybe have two separate FOV things. Have a random FOV and an extreme random FOV. Because some of the further values in the FOV range you can get are a little much. But a lot of them aren't too bad. So some kind of mix between the two, or separating the two into different redemptions would not be the worst idea, IMO. Ah, I didn't quite get the launch off, right? But okay. Good news is, we have a lot of titanium now, and a good amount of lithium. That's okay. Was not where I was aiming.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
You know, just saw docking live on stream. Very hot. Wow. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Well, I guess I needed to do it to get that ingot going. Get more food and water. Gotta be able to shove one of these in there, right? Yeah. Okay. So that's one titanium ingot, which we can then make into the plasteel ingot, because I have a fuck ton of lithium on me right now. We can put the rest away. I can go over here. I can grab at least some more of the titanium off the suit. Unless I misclick, in which case I'll accidentally get in it. Grab me. Grab my hand. Danny. Lot of titanium now, which we'll need probably, but hey, if we don't need it, we don't need it, so fuck it. And really quick in here, I need those, and 1, 2, 3. And with this, we can make the boosters to the ship. I really should just make some of these parts in the middle of the game instead of just saving it for the end, like I've done twice now. It's a little much to do all at once. If we do this again, I'll try and remember. I need an ion cube and 2 diamonds. I've been muted for a little bit then. Oopsie. But as I was saying, we need those ion power cells now. We actually shockingly have the rest of the materials. But we don't have the ion power cell recipe. That's what we need to get from the thermal plant that I was bitching and moaning about. Wait, hold on. Was it 2 diamonds and 1 power thing, or 1 power thing and 2 diamonds? Okay, it's 1 power thing. Can put you back away then. Can put you back away then. Shallow river with rapids. It's kind of funny, just so close to the desert, but not quite there. Okay. And while we're doing this, we'll also go and turn off the big gun that someone oh so kindly turned back on. Because there's a warp gate there to the thermal facility. I just like the scenery for some reason. Nothing wrong with liking it. Some scenery is just pretty. So I think we need to head towards Erin. Yes, because that leads towards the island. The big sea monster noises were... the sea monster noises are fine. You were probably hearing the reefbacks, and those are just big, soft whale boys. That was my stomach. That's why I was muted. I was having some more pizza. Made a lot of progress, though. Nice! I probably should have some kind of side project to make things so that I can maybe look better applying for jobs and stuff, but like, I don't know what to make, man. I got no ideas. Yourself some bitches, damn. You right. Make some robot cuties for myself. Very surprised I can't see the island yet. I know it's right there. Okay, game. Is to lay a mighty dragon. Could do that. I'd learn art to make some dragon cuties, though. Which is just, I want to learn art just in general still. I'm gonna assume that poor thing was, like, spawned in here because they definitely aren't near this biome. Would explain the hungry shark there. Dragon's massive fucking cocks. Yes. Duh. What's the point of dragons if you don't? Like, come on. Ouchie. Oh, wow. Actually, hold on. This sea moth is a little damaged. Oh, hello, Senor Warper. Ignore me. Alright, step one. Turn the gun off again since I'm here. Oh god, massive fucking girl dicks. You know it. At this point, I'm just making another Trials in Twisted Space, and, like, you know. I'm not saying the world couldn't use more of that, but I feel like it's been made already. Ow, my ankles. Did that actually... That didn't even hurt me. Alright. Here's the other thing. I don't remember which of the warp gates lead to where I want to go. I think it's the one right next to here. Which means I can't bring the sea moth, which is a little annoying, but oh well. Turning off the gun again, turning off the gun again, turning off the gun again. Time to turn it off. Is there a ramp on the other side? No? Huh, weird. How asymmetrical of this base. Second time having my blood drawn here. You know, it very much looks like it's still off, if I'm being honest. Alright, Doc has my estrogen levels. Not even losing blood to a hot vampire lady. What's the point? Alright, the gun should be off now. It's a little hard to tell because, you know, it wasn't glowing this time, but... Hold on, just something Discord. Whoops. There we go. This should be the place. Oh, yeah. Don't I just need right in here? No, that was the other one. I need down here. Ouchie! For in here! Give me this.
Integrating new PDA data.
That should be what we needed.
Synthesizing ion powered blueprints for Malian data.
Hey, there we go. Okay.
Stored to data bank.
And that's all we needed from here. I'm gonna grab this and scan it, though, just for funsies.
Integrating new PDA data. Primary alien facility location updated. Volcanic area.
Shut up, PDA. We've already been there.
At depth 1.4 kilometers.
We already made babies with the giant sea empress down there. Got the goo we needed. Now we're just making the rocket. Okay. Now that we have that, I need to make 2 ion power cells, so I need 4 ion batteries and some rubber. How far are we in? It's been over an hour, darn. I was kind of hoping to be done by now, but what can you do? I wonder if it's just faster to swim out the dry dock down there than to actually run back through the alien base. It takes a minute, is really all I'm gonna say. Okay. Now with that little intermission done, let's head on back to base. I hear the spooky Reaper Leviathan. Actually, real fast. And if I was playing the Death Run mod where, you know, everyone has an increased aggression radius, the Reaper Leviathan would come out of the island right there, because it just likes to clip through the environment, and then it would eat me. And I would lose, and I would have to restart. Because there are parts of that mod that are better made than others, really, or more thought out. Oh, there's a little Bokoblin amiibo figure? I didn't know that. That's cute. Yeah, at some point I also need to learn Hollow Knight better so I can do a Hollow Knight randomizer with crowd control. I think there's crowd control for Hollow Knight. I do think there is crowd control for Resident Evil, and I don't know if it's the Resident Evils I have set up or if I need a different version. But in the future, possibly, Resident Evil crowd control randomizer? Probably not tonight if we do that, though, because one, I don't know if it's the same version of the game, and two, we're struggling enough as it is. Boom. Okay, now that we're back here, we can hopefully make everything we need. Hopefully nothing else really needs sulfur, because I don't have a lot of that, and that's gonna be annoyingly far to grab some if I do. The only other thing I'm pretty sure we need to make is I think we have to make the Cyclops shielding module for the spaceship at some point. Okay, so I need 4 cubes, 4 gold, and 4 silver. Yikers. That's a lot of all of those. But I happen to have enough. Wish I could just slap a cube into the power cells I do have, but you know. Oh, let me go grab the rubber I have as well. Boop, boop. Oops. Nope, hold on. Set this recipe a-going. And go grab everything else. 1, 2, 3... 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if I need any more sulfur, other than just literally 1 more, I'll be in a little bit of a tight spot. 6. It won't be the kind that the loop will help with. Look at all these stupid posters I have of the Aurora. Because that fill my inventory thing keeps giving me them. And with that plasteel ingot, we'll have everything for this fuel supply for the ship. So then I think we'll just need to make the actual, like, walkable area of the spaceship, which I think is just 1 module. And then we'll need to make the internal bits, which I don't remember what we need besides the shielding. It does not autosave. But you do also respawn if you die, so it's usually not too bad. Cockpit. Okay, so I need the shield generator, another plasteel ingot, enameled glass, and a computer chip. The shield generator is a power cell, polyaniline, and an advanced wiring kit. I got a cockpit for you. Okay. We have the polyaniline. We have the power cell. The advanced wiring kit is probably going to be a bit of a problem, because I know I'm running low on a lot of that stuff. How much do I have left in the prawn suit? Alright, good amount of titanium. I'm gonna need... Oh, you mean the little red eye? He's a friend. There should be somewhere one other little fish friend, but they're very small, so I don't know where they are. It's a water keys. If you ever see a small green glow, probably near the ceiling, I would guess. I feel like they like ceilings. That is our other fish friend. But I don't know if he's actually still here or not. Or if he despawned or clipped out or something. Anyway. Getting distracted. Alright, I will need more silver. I will need more gold. I think I'm good on copper, though, right? Yeah, that's nice, at least. Alright, we can do that. I can... Oh!
Emergency. A quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Gotta watch the Aurora explode.
3, 2.
Wow, the fucking blue balls of it. I didn't think that would work because you did it before it exploded, but... It's so quiet now, too. Huh? Well, that's unsatisfying. Anyway, give me my copper wire. As you travel through time. To be fair, that sound is usually because that's when it explodes and, like, the radiation is supposed to fuck with the PDA a little, but... Or it could be because, you know, she's just glitching out and wrong about when it's exploding. Anyway. Okay, so I do need both more gold and more silver, so I can just bust some sandstone for now. Until I need even more ore. And I also need some of the table coral. Here it is. I'll need 4 because I need... two computer chips. I know there's sandstone around here, but there's also some back over here. I had 1 silver, so I need 1 more silver for the wiring kit, for the advanced wiring kit. And I need 4 gold total, so I also do just need 1 more of those. Definitely glad I grabbed the gold earlier. Oh, come on, I know sandstone's all over the place here. Don't make me actually scan for it. Just be a waste of everyone's time. Frick from the future could show up out of nowhere and take her on a time-traveling adventure. God. You right. And if only, you know, like an hour into that, have the PDA then reveal that she doesn't understand the very basic concept of time travel, and that she might be some other time than she was before. How have I really only found, like, one fucking sandstone thing? They're all over the place here. I must be blind. There's some. Oh, I found 3 at that point, but there we go. It's all I needed. Okay. So, I do need to make another copper wire, the silly old me. I already pulled the silver out. I didn't. Give me those 2. Give me 2 more lithium for the plasteel ingot. Oh, and give me the polyaniline. And I think I have an enameled glass that I just never got around to using. Oh, I actually had enough table coral, I think I saw in there. Or did I see my inventory? Nope, I had enough. Oopsie. Oh, well. Okay, so I need copper wire. I need wiring kit. I need computer chip. I need computer chip. I need advanced wiring kit. I need plasteel ingot, and I need to run over here to make the Cyclops shield generator, which I remembered at the last second that I'd make over here. Oops, not there. Do I not? Fuck. I think I need to make the Cyclops before the game will let me make the shield generator for it. Yeah, because I think I make it on the Cyclops fabricator. Shit. Well, that's a shame. I don't know if I have the full Cyclops recipe. I don't. Okay. Well, this has just gotten a decent amount longer. I'm not gonna beat this in 2 hours. Fuck. Alright. Well, I at least know where to get this recipe. And it's close by. I actually could have scanned one of the parts earlier. I very specifically saw it, but I didn't, because why would I? I also thought I had that recipe, so I would have just been scanning it for the titanium. Alright, so we're looking for something that'll probably look something like a steering wheel, and also something that just looks like probably a big hunk of metal, but like in a fabricated way. Just a big slab off the side of a vehicle. And I say that as though you guys could anyway direct me to it if you do end up seeing it. With all these obvious landmarks around here. And, you know, with the usual stream delays that happen. But I know I saw some bit over here on the edge near the dunes. I don't remember where, though. think that's a bit right there. Nope, that's moon pool. Damn. Ouchie. Just too damn thick. I keep banging the sides of this into everything. Aha! I think this is what I saw earlier. This should be the bridge fragment we need.
New blueprint acquired.
So we're now looking for what is gonna just be like what looks like a small wall made out of metal. Just a whole fragment. That might be it. Nope, another moon pool bit. It'll look very similar to that though, so that's annoying. I wanted to be done an hour ago. God damn it. It's probably moon pool as well, yeah. Should have turned off crowd control then. You right. But then I would have needed to make enameled glass on my own. You guys were the ones that gave me that. I even knew that this ending section of building the rocket was going to be annoying because I feel like I'm always annoyed when I have to do it. This is what we're looking for. See what I mean where I said it just looks like debris? Alright.
New blueprint acquired.
Now, God help me, what do I need to make the Cyclops? I need another advanced wiring kit. I need 3 enameled glass. That's really not that bad, but damn it. And 3 plasteel ingots and 3 lead. Oh, end me now. Spooky shark? I was really hoping the bone shark would be a lot friendlier, if I'm being honest. Boning. I can't believe I have to make the whole damn Cyclops just to make the stupid little shield generator. God damn it. I need some silver, more silver and gold then. worth going and mining deposits of it, though? I don't think it is. I think I should still just bust up some sandstone for it. I'm gonna start up the scanner room for the sandstone, though, because that will make it much faster. I will need... God, how much quartz do I need for each enameled glass? Just... Okay, so I just need another 6 glass. No, just another 6 quartz. Alright, we'll scan for the quartz first. Do I have any lube to spare? Jeez, don't even have a good stock of lube? Who am I? Always gotta keep a good stock. You never know when you'll need some.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I don't suppose I have enough titanium to make 3 more of those. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 2 plasteel. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. So I'm gonna need to find 9 more titanium, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit more of that. For the actual rocket. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, thankfully, at some point, I was gifted mini stalker teeth, which will speed up the enameled glass a lot. So I'm glad I kept all those in a locker and didn't just toss them. I wonder if the Subnautica devs ever thought of teaming up with a Bad Dragon. Just thought of it for some reason because I'm like hoarding, you know, monster bits. I think there would be a market for it. How much quartz is that? 4. I need 2 more. Oops, please. Okay. God, this other advanced wiring kit is also going to be much more annoying. Killing a living anus with teeth. Well, that was honestly pretty much why I brought it up, is I was just wondering if the Subnautica devs ever thought of doing like a Bad Dragon cross product. I said I thought there would probably be a market for it. Stalker teeth. Probably never crossed their minds. I mean, you never know. Although if it's taken this long for me to think of it, they probably didn't think of it. If anything, I'm a little embarrassed it's taken me this long to think of that idea. Anyway, let's make the Cyclops. So I can finally make this stupid little shield generator. Although I'll have to make the fucking advanced wiring kit for it. Ugh. Hey, you know what? Actually, really fast. Just need to... Let's not have it on my rocket ship platform. Let's not have the Cyclops land on that bad bitch.
Be advised, the Cyclops is designed to be operated by a 3-person crew. Only experienced helmspeople should attempt to pilot this vehicle solo.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Alright, first off, I forgot I don't exactly have enough room for this. There we go. Ha-ha! A little bit of innuendo. If you're gonna make me, you know, construct the Cyclops, I'm gonna pretty it up a little bit. There it is. This is where I need to make it. Okay. Without any dinner first. We can have dinner. I'm eating pizza right now, so I'm having dinner. Okay. Yay! I made it. It's just, honestly, it's just too big of a vehicle. It's just too hard to use. It's constantly whacking into things, and it's hard to fit it anywhere. Okay, that's 1 silver. I need 1 more. There's 1 gold. I think I need 2 more. Yes. God. Anyway. There's a lead. I don't need that. But I will get a lot of it from this. Because I know I've mentioned... Ooh, there's the other silver. How lucky. I have no idea where I'm in the cycle then. So if you don't know, I know I've said it. I think I've actually explained it once this playthrough. I don't remember if I actually explained it or just brought up I know how it works. The way the chunks in this game drop the items is not fully random. They will do a full cycle of their list before they replenish their list and go back through their cycle. And I thought the sandstone cycle was 2 lead, a silver, and a gold, but it might just be a lead, a silver, and gold, which is way nicer. Ooh, ouchie. You know, that's not really hurting me. It just kind of made me moan a little bit. Might have to brush up against those stingers more often. Glad I still have some of this though, and 2 more of these. Make that. Go ahead and put the lead I have away. I have 4 silver? What the fuck happened? I'm not gonna complain too much, I'm just a little confused. Wiring kit, computer chip, advanced wiring kit. I missed a tier in Akala. Guess you get a wander on back there. Fuck, right, I need another plasteel ingot. Oh well, let me make the thing here. That's what Zelda Maps is telling me. I mean, they sound trustworthy. Yeah, it's shield generator. This seems so wasteful to make this giant sub, just so I can make that module to leave. It's also impressive because usually I feel like it's the Dom that's giant, but hey, what do I know? Whee!
Captain.
Something is getting my allergies in a little bit of a tizzy. I wonder if it's maybe because we're packing up our entire house and that stirred up some dust. I definitely need to remember to take something tonight, especially if I'm doing yard work tomorrow. Which means I also need to set up an alarm so I can be up and at 'em and starting that before it gets to, you know, 90 degrees. Hold on, let me make a save because we have made progress. And this time we're just going balls deep into the dunes, and you know what, if we have to tussle with a Reaper, that's just what we gotta do, man. You know, if I had remembered that I needed titanium, I would have just come out here and grabbed the quartz here as well. Ooh, another time capsule. They gave me food. Active until you get all the other 11. Ah, that would make sense why you didn't grab it then. Oh, they gave me food and water. That was actually exactly what I needed. Thank you, random person, maybe. Or just RNG, if not. I know this fucker's nearby because I can hear him real close. Not real close, but close. Somewhere that away. You're doing a lot better on grabbing the tiers than I am, which does make sense because you've also played a good amount more than me at this point. Lamau. I can see it right there. You don't know how easy it is to see on the capture, but... Well, if you're right there somewhere, then I will continue heading this way. Because, you know, again, I could fight you, it's just, I don't think you're worth my time, you know? That sounds closer. Again, barring crowd control funsies, it really shouldn't be that tough for me to kill them, but That doesn't mean I should also just let them get the drop on me. That would not be great. I mean, you know what? Just in case we need any more advanced wiring kits, let's grab this. Will it test to that? Oh god. I wonder how many Koroks I've wandered by without helping. I know that's not what you mean, but... I'm curious exactly how many of the ones with the backpacks I've seen and then just decided not to help because I didn't want to bother. I bet it's over like 20 at this point. Probably way more. So I found a third. God, GG. I have no idea how many I've gotten overall. Then I found in my first Breath of the Wild playthrough. I have no idea how many I found there either. If by first, I mean, you know, the one I actually finished. Okay. Hopefully this is enough titanium to last the rest of this game. Nor the fact that I left the top for last and it's just floating there. Indie game, am I right, Lamau? Alright. I got caught on a little bit of salt or quartz or something right there. Damn it. That's 441 in Breath of the Wild. That's all you need for max inventory. Yeah, I know. I don't blame you. How could you not want the golden poop, though? I think I got my inventory max, but at the same time, that's a lot of Koroks, and I don't know if I bothered doing that. In the desert? Hell yeah. Go say hi to the fitness ladies. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Good to be aboard. Aboard and docked deep within you. Let me... that real fast. Turn off the scan because we don't need it. Go add a little bit more power to the generator because I think it's out. Oh, nope. It's actually doing pretty well. Must have just been having the prawn suit docked and the scan going, and it's night, so the little solar panel I have ain't doing shit. Okay. I'm also apparently out of lithium again. I wish I had known that, otherwise, because then I could have just mined some right there. I goofed. Alright. Accidentally added in the bleached water to the crafting list there. Okay. We can make the cockpit now. Which means we can now enter my glorious spaceship. I think. When it's done.
Neptune 1 rocket online.
I apparently can't get white as a color. Wish I could get actual colors that I want, not just only dark colors here, but oh well. We could do... It depends if you count that as gray. It's really more of a brown. Yeah. Something about some of those stripes just don't let you do the colors you want. Anyway, pretend that's trans colors. It's the closest I can really get. I think I saw what you spawned because I saw a stalker kind of like do the free willy jump out of the water and then land back in, and I thought it was weird. Knowing that a stalker was spawned makes that make way more sense. Anyway. Now, I still need to make a few things for the inside of here, but we at least get to go in now. Boop. Wish I could change up the inside color.
Auxiliary power unit online.
Do I not have to make anything on the inside?
Communications systems array active.
I know I need to put stuff in the,
Pressurizing hydraulics.
in the time capsule.
Primary computer systems active.
I do think we are at the end of the game, though. I think I just need to, yeah, I just need to put stuff in the time capsule, and then we can fuck off and win.
Life support systems online.
So let me go get some things to put,
Lift off.
in the time capsule. Save in case of crash. You know? Sure. Didn't make it as far as I wanted. Also barely hurt, so whatever. Because I'm a child. Well, immature is probably a better word for this specific situation, but you know. I'll give someone that since I didn't bother making anything. Yeah, don't call yourself that on Twitch. Also a good point. Oh, do I have any gold? Oh, I don't have any gold. Well, I was gonna make some ion batteries in case someone actually gets this, but alas, I can't. Twitch gets twitchy. Also, don't remember how much I can pump into this time capsule. I don't think a lot, but... How could you? We're at the end. Yo, what's up next, Step Nick? I'm doing pretty good. Hopefully you're having a good night. Boop. And time capsule. Can I cheer you on? Gladly. Oh boy, I don't have an image for this, but can I not put the egg in there? Damn. Alright, well. Loop, an ion cube, kyanite, and uranium. And no message because I forgot about that. It says blast off. Oh, jeez. Hey, hey. With the raid, you timed that well. Good on ya. Howdy who raiders.
Quarantine enforcement platform is still active.
Hey, someone turned on the gun when I wasn't looking. Hold on. We can't blast off yet. Not a cult. That's a fantastic emote. Well, welcome, raiders. I'm Cloudy, variety streamer. We're currently doing a little bit of Subnautica with crowd control, which is why I can't finish this just yet, because Tamwise the Brave, thank you for the follow. Because, yeah, someone turned the gun back on when I weren't looking, so now we have to drive on over to the enforcement platform. I was hoping you'd get shot down. While funny, I didn't think they would let me go off without it. Insanely vain. Thank you for the follow as well. Oh God.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I apologize for this, but anyway, yes. Variety streamer. Currently doing a bit of this. We're also currently playing through some I can't tell where I'm going that's that. That's you, so I should need a bit more to the right. Somewhere over there? This is bad. I can't see. First White Ranger, next step, Nick. And I said insanely vain, thank you all for the follows still. We're also currently playing Final Fantasy 13 right now. We'll be starting up 16 next week as well. I need to head this way. And after this, we will more than likely be doing some Resident Evil randomized. I'm gonna put it up to a poll, but I have the feeling people might want to see that, and I definitely want to see it, so... Okay. So, that should be a good time. Screw her. You right, Trin? Good on ya, too. You did also square all my numbers when you did that. I don't know if, anyone's noticed that besides me. Alright, I'm gonna try and just go in through the dry dock. Will hopefully be a little faster than running through the whole base. If the island would spawn in, I don't think it's spawning in yet. Please, game? This is why Reapers like to go through things. Are you refreshing my HUD so my numbers aren't square anymore? Got to dash to the gym. Have a great time on Subnautica. I'll be back in the future. Come say hi sometime. I will definitely try and do that. Hopefully you have a good rest of your evening, and hopefully the gym goes well. Just hiding the squares also works. Sweeping them under the rug. Oh, God. This isn't the worst, but I do still hate it. Why does it always zoom in? Why does it never zoom out? Zooming out is so much more bearable. This is my favorite redeem. I think this is where I need to go for the dry dock, please. Oh, you've disabled me in a very inopportune time for me. Well, a warper sounded mad, but I didn't do jack shit about it, so... Oh, I needed to be lower. Don't mind me, warper son. They sound like they still aggro, even though they shouldn't be because I'm not infected anymore, but... They don't seem to be attacking either. So I'm a little confused as to how the warpers currently feel. All right. How long we continue to stay in this game is now entirely in chat's hands, though. It is just how many times will you guys turn this gun back on before I get back over to the spaceship. I have lost... Oh my god. Why is this allowed? I can't fucking see. Well, that is definitely a lot of coins to try and keep me here. Oh. It's even shocking when it runs out and I can just see normally again. Not enough, though. Then you can merely make it more miserable as I head back. We're running out of channel points. Good. Good. This one's not too bad. I do appreciate just seeing girl dicks over there. Boy. Whatever you guys spawned in right there did not have a pleasant life. And did not have a long one either. Neither did that one. I see what you're doing. Joke's on you, though. I think dying is a benefit to me. If I'm being entirely honest, because I think it should just respawn me over there. I am shocked we did not get a Reaper a single time. I know it's just like a random spawn, but just based off of my luck, I assumed we would get at least one Reaper. With the random enemy spawning in. I think the most dangerous we got was the amp eel by base. God, that is such a petty amount of annoying right there. Oh. I'm gonna be honest, I think the random mouse sensitivity is pretty much exactly how sensitive it was just before. Oh my god, I'm being hit with everything. You've successfully confused me, though. I do not know if I'm heading the right way. Oh, some of my equipment was stolen. I don't think it worked, though, because I'm in the vehicle. Oh, I can see again. Okay. I was still mostly heading the right way. Also, don't know why I was, like, underwater when what I'm heading to is above and I can just see it there, but... Just gotta race to it. We're almost there. I can almost taste it. It being the girl dicks. Ha ha. Everything's so much more colorful now. Alright. Tough to keep track with everything popping off in the bottom right there, but I don't think I saw that the enforcement platform was turned back on, so get me the hell out of here. Alright, in the future, if we do this crowd control again, I might build this spaceship closer to the enforcement platform. It might be a wise decision on my part to do so. I think we've done it! I don't know if I can be stopped at this point.
Ready to launch on your command, Captain. Launch in 10, 9, 8, 7.
Y'all might want to get off.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We did it!
Jettisoned.
Yay!
Caution. Approaching orbital debris field.
See, it's funny because at the start of the game, a panel pops off and hits you and you're unconscious. It's a fun little callback.
Turn maneuver.
I could just skip this, but I've only seen this like once before. In our first playthrough we
Confirm
finished.
destination coordinates. Nearest interstellar phase gate. Engaging ion boosters in 3, 2, 1.
Whee! And I don't remember if he was ever seen from again. But we do get a monologue from Sea Empress Mommy.
A beginning without an end. They are different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sand. We are different, but we go together.
Maybe implying you died right there, or she's just hitchhiking in your brains. Who knows? I don't. Maybe if I actually played Below Zero at some point, I would learn. Lomao. Alright, but that is the end of the game. We did beat it. So let me make the poll on what we play next. And also mark a lot of things as redeemed here. Which of these little icons is a poll again? Forgot how bumping the credits music was. Dig it. Resident Evil 2 Rando. Oh, I was gonna do a funny goof there, but... Oh, earlier it said that we were playing Final Fantasy 13. I meant 13-2. That's my bad. Yeah, sure. We'll start one for... I'm gonna set it for 3 minutes. And I'm going to go use the bathroom. And then we'll, you know, swap games. But I'll just, I'll let the music go on still. But I'm gonna BRB as soon as I get control of OBS.